Welcome to Meditation with Corey. Lay down in bed. Fluff your pillow so it feels all nice and comfortable underneath your head. Prepare yourself to go on a very special meditation journey today. I want to share with you about a very good friend of mine called Joe. Joe has a very nice story to tell. But before we do that, let's make sure that we're all comfortable. The blankets are all the way up to your chin. You're warm, you're safe, and you're in a good place so that you can relax. You can keep your eyes open or close your eyes, but normally it's best if you close your eyes and then you can listen to my voice and listen to the story and see all of the different images inside of your mind. Start by taking a nice deep breath. Breathing in nice and deep through your nose, and then breathing out. Let all of the air out of your body. A nice big sigh. Breathe in. See if you can breathe in and fill all of your lungs, your tummy. Big, big, big breath. And then breathe out and blow all the air out of your mouth. Nice deep breath. One more time. Breathe in, breathe, breathe, breathe. All the way in. And then breathe out. All the way out. Good job. Joe, my friend, was a snowman. He had eyes made of coal, a carrot for a nose. He had pebbles, 6 of them, on his face that were made into a smile. Joe wore a hat. It was a woolly hat with a pom-pom on it, and it was all different colours. And he had a matching scarf that was very, very long. It was wrapped around his neck 4 times, and it was still very long. He loved that scarf. Joe lived in a garden that belonged to a little boy called Thomas. Thomas made Joe at the beginning of winter after a couple of days of snow. Thomas made Joe, the snowman, all by himself. No one helped him. It was the first year that he'd ever made a snowman all alone. He was very, very proud. The snowman was made of 3 big snowballs, very big snowballs. The biggest one was on the bottom. Then there was a middle-sized one in the middle, and then the one on the top was Joe's head. So it was made of 3 very, very big snowballs. Joe wasn't an ordinary snowman. He wasn't just made of snow. Joe was filled with love. Thomas loved making the snowman. He loved it so much that as he rolled the balls and pushed them across the garden, he was the happiest he had ever been. And all of the love that Joe had was because Thomas filled him full of love. While he was making him, he was thinking about how wonderful he would look, how tall he would be, what he would make his nose out of, how he would look at him every day and go out to the garden and talk to him every day. All of the love that Thomas felt was transferred into Joe when he was made, and Joe could feel it. Joe was filled with so much love that every day when the sun came out and it shined down upon him, even though he melted just a little bit every day because of the sun, it was totally okay. The love just poured out of Joe. And every day, for weeks and weeks and weeks, Joe loved being Thomas's friend. He loved to be in the garden. He loved to watch Thomas play, run around and do things in the snow. And sometimes Thomas would come over and pack more snow onto Joe and pack more love into Joe. When we do anything with love, it makes it extra special. Simple things that you don't think would make a difference. Things like when you help your mom or your dad in the kitchen and you help them to cook a meal, if they let you help and they let you chop things and prepare the food, always mentally fill the food with love. Because then when you eat the food, you eat good food, you eat good energy, because your energy of love and happiness and enjoyment when you're helping your mommy or your daddy with the food, all of that good juju goes into your food, and then when you eat it, it makes you feel really, really good. It's the same when you make a painting or a drawing, or you do some kind of arts and crafts. If you're not in the mood and you don't feel like it and you're in a bad, grumpy mood, then most of the time your painting or your drawing doesn't come out very good, does it? But when you fill your crafts, you fill your project with love and happiness and good vibes, you seem to make the bestest picture always comes out really, really good, don't you think? That's what happens when you fill things with love. Just like Thomas filled Joe with love. Thomas had a thing that he used to do at night time. He would get all of his favorite teddies, all of his favorite action figures, everything that brought him lots and lots of joy. He would climb up into bed and put them all around him. Some of the action figures he'd put down at the bottom of the bed. He had one teddy that looked just like a snowman, and that was his favorite, as Thomas was very, very fond of snowmen. And he would always put that one next to his head on the pillow. It was almost like Joe, the snowman, was snuggling into Thomas at night time as well. He would always arrange all his teddies and he would fill them all with love. And he would do it very patiently, very carefully, putting all of his love and attention into whatever he put his mind on. And all the teddies and the toys were laid out just perfect. And then he would lay down. He would put his head down on the pillow, just like you're doing. And then he would start to relax, just like you're doing. He would take in nice deep breaths, just like you did. He would stay very, very still and peaceful and quiet, just like you're doing. He would close his eyes, just like you're doing, and he would start to think about all the things he loves in the world. Joe, he loves Joe, his snowman. He loves his mom, he loves his dad. He has a very nice granny, and he loves his granny. Joe loves to paint. He loves to do things that make him happy, and when he does them, he fills them with love. He fills them with good vibrations. Good vibrations in everything he does. And you know what? Just like if you do it, good vibrations will come back to you. Lots of love will come back to you. Lots of happiness will come back to you. His granny said, "Whatever you put out to the world, Thomas, is what you will get back." His granny's always said that, and it's a very, very smart thing to say, because if he smiles at the world, guess what? Everyone seems to smile back at him. If he's kind to the world and kind to people and kind to animals, everyone seems to be kind back. Thomas learned that from his Grammy at a very young age. And now all he does is fill everything with love. And that's what you're going to do, yes? You're going to fill everything with love, just like Thomas. Take a nice deep breath and relax your body, just like Thomas is doing. Let all of your body go wiggly and jiggly and sleepy. That's what Thomas is doing. Let yourself relax and go to sleep, just like Thomas is doing. And out there in the garden, Thomas is doing his thing. In his mind, he can see Joe relaxing, the snowman that he made with love. Joe the snowman stayed around for a very long time. He was a very, very happy snowman, because he was filled with love. So remember, everything you do, fill it with good juju, fill it with good love.